saying about this game that it's 2 legs. We've talked about the 4-0 defeat at Atletico.
The press ball.
Copa del Rey semi-final recently, which cost them the tie. And they said we have to be careful.
Twende Elanga. Turn over. Elanga to fall. Huyu ref hata haweza angalia ni matako. Huyu ref ni matako man.
It's very annoying this Barcelona team. I don't just hear Barcelona joke.
Kwa pia jeza Barcelona.
Nipe. Niko hapo.
Kuna zaidi.
Jamani ni force kujikinga sana.
Tuwaambie upangi vitu za Barcelona. Zinaleta bad luck. Ndio bana hata Manu ilipigwa juzi.
Tulibao walikuwa 10. False half. Tulifurahia.
Siete iko ni.
Leoni defeated team 2026.
Ni timu gani? Chelsea. Chelsea inapigwa na Arsenal.
No, nyinyi si Masagara alikuwa anaimba Leoni defeated team 2026.
Ayi tumekuwa unbeaten for long.
Ukapigwa na timu.
Arsenal imewapiga mara 10. Arsenal inawapiga je mara 10.
Si Manu tunapiga big teams. Big teams lazima tuwapige. Lazima tupige big. Small teams na kwanga. Kwa Chelsea tunawararua. Tunawararua Chelsea. Chelsea tunawararua vibaya sana. Vibaya sana.
Next month.
Newcastle man. Give us joy man. Newcastle sasa wangekuwa na bao kadhaa mbili lakini hawa maforward wao wanalala. Walete Gordon. Huyu kijana ameshuka mituu. Unaona kazi yake ni kushika. Huyu kijana umesema anaitwa Osula ama ni Osu wote? Walete Gordon. Sasa hata angekuwa ashafunga huyu kijana wetu. Barcelona 0-0. Timu zingine Atletico unapigana 4-0 first half. Na bado tuko 0-0. Wewe tuko 0-0 hapa. Liverpool. Pia Man U tulikuwa tunakapitia hivyo last season. Kila mtu ni huyo. Kila timu inakuanga na season yake. Na ni Rashford. Wataleta Rashford. Na Rashford ataeka Newcastle. Anajuana na hawa wase wa England. Anajua game. Aka Rashford hapo bench. Shenzi sana. Rashford arudi Man U hata. Tunamiss. Sasa kuna Carrick. Kuna sasa Rashford akikuja Carrick atakuwa na mwanzisha. Carrick ni wa England. Atakuwa anaanzisha. Unataka Rashford akae huko why? Nani Man U sasa inafanya nunue nani?
Nataka kununua mwingine wa left.
Wa left.
Nataka kuuza basi hizo pesa za Rashford na Ravado
tukimuuza kabisa.
Ndio ule wa
Ile Ivory Coast mgani huyo?
Alikuwa anacheza ile side ya left, alafu Madrid. Hata kabweka lipsi kwa nasikia.
So anaweza baiwa. Kaliwa kanaitwa aje? Karibu ni sahau. Kenya tunahost AFCON. Hawa watu wako tunaona vizuri. Hizo batch zote lazima tuende. This is AFCON.
You, Crash Ripper. What's the view from up there?
I am Jose Mourinho.
Any sports section? He's the number 1 in motion. Pathological optimist. You have a bonus pick. Hey, you.
Hey, you.
Welcome to the team. I am Jose Mourinho.
I am football.com. I am Jose Mourinho.
He's on the move. He cuts inside. He goes past one defender. He's heading towards the box. He shoots.
Sasa timu kubwa zenye lakini sasa hakuna timu ziko stable for now. Au tu sasa wako a bit stable. Ni Arsenal.
Wapi Man U?
Man U tuko stable.
Ndio game moja hii mwaka unasema
Eh,
Arsenal.
nasema like ndio tunakimbizana hapo like lose points kidogo Chelsea wanakuja juu. Hivyo tunasumana kidogo na Liverpool na Chelsea na Aston Villa pia. Watu wenye tunasema like wako stable kidogo tu ni Arsenal.
Watapigwa, wamecheza game nyingi. Kama umesahau.
Sisi kuna game hatujacheza.
Lazima wamecheza game nyingi.
Arsenal wanakuwa game. Ngoja lakini
Tulikuwa wanacheza cup zote. Sasa wamecheza cup zote. Man City ndo wanatuangusha. Time tutaka Man City wa win, wanaenda wana draw. Sasa wangekuwa wameachania hata 1 point. Hizi betting pia zinakwanga mingi. PSG na game yenu ndio hiyo. Sisi ni PSG unaona? Hata jezi. Ona. Oh, hii ni ya PSG. Aka different.
It's me, Azar. Hey, you look fresh. Wait till you see what's inside me. Azar, for greater coverage and colors that last longer. Azar, #1 from Azar Groups. You have all heard the word Betika, but do you know what is that? Betika is to climb to the top of the world. Betika is to swim into the top 100.
Betika is to what?
To get promoted to the next level.
But then nigulize sasa ukiadvertise Safaricom utadvertise nini? Data. Upo gige.
Kuna vitu mingi.
Safaricom sipa. Pia M-Pesa. Data M-Pesa nini nyingine Safaricom wanafanyanga. Jobs watu wanafanya hizo vitu zenye unafikiria za kwanza. Ili uwe different utafanya nifanye kama nini? Safaricom.
Ina depend ni Safaricom iko very large.
Na mimi sinajua tu M-Pesa na data. Hapo kitu kingine najua ya Safaricom.
Safaricom ina-sponsor vitu ngapi? Safaricom Foundation ya nini? Hata hiyo shatu unakuanga na.
Shati ya?
Safaricom Foundation.
Kulingana na Safaricom Foundation. Mimi niko na shati ya Safaricom Foundation.
Hiyo hawaide ni leo. Wewe unavaa.
Ya white.
Ya wayakola.
Hiyo pia ni ya Safaricom. Nasa hiyo foundation. Yenyewe. Mimi hata sikuwa najua Safaricom. Ona nani ya half time.
3-0.
Galatasaray 1-0 full time. Atalanta bwana. Watavuka kweli. Atalanta oye. Bayern wamewararua.
Hapo ukileta kamba kitakuwa mbaya.
Atletico 4-1. Tata wamefunga kama
man.
watu hapa wametoa pesa leo. Hiyo game ya kwanza imetoa watu bet. Watu wakaribet tena. Walikuwa nadhani Barcelona itaenda over. Bado iko 0-0. Atletico yo. Namua mbaya. These studios nakanga too expensive. Expensive studios. Tuna hizo bao.
Sala mwingine mwenye hii season nzima.
Sala kamezeeka bwana. Ni vile saa kwa atakangi kutoka Liverpool. Angetokanga Liverpool maybe aende club nyingine. Hata kuzeekea hapo. Tutakuwa legend wa club.
And yet the main man Harry Kane is not even there on the field, so it shows the quality of this particular team.
Alitoaje Olise. Ndio Olise.
Without the star man.
You know, one of the funny things is, over 2 legs, you were
Atalanta. Mmeoshwa aje hivyo? Mwosho moja safi.
tearing this side apart. Olise, with those telling passes, that breaks the defense, and they look almost unstoppable. And I'm worrying what's going to happen in the return leg. This
Game ya kesho nimeongojwa sana ni.
Ana bayana kwa wewe.
Easy, but too
Bayana kwa wewe. Imagine Atalanta iko home. Inapigwa hivyo. Hata kupossess, our possess shit.
Atletico unajua tenda kuna na Baka iwapige tena yeye.
Anapenda na Baka.
Baka kaida qualify.
Kama ita qualify wataka hivyo. Watakuwa na mauchungu. Pia walikuwa wameng'ang'ana. Walikuwa wameng'ang'ana last game.
This Bayern side, the quality they have, it is a bit of a case with that of Atalanta, who are the only representatives of
Atalanta.
Away from that, let's see how things are looking at this Madrid and Tottenham Hotspur. It looks as though it was going to be a draw then, and
In the game of football, you don't take your foot off the pedal.
Toto wameisha. Alafu wako away. Hapa hawawezani. Tottenham hawawezani wako away. This is bad. This is not good.
He gets a start, but he, didn't give a good account of himself, to be honest. This was very unfortunate. The slip from Brendan, and he does what he does best is putting the ball in the back of the net, but as far as
Griezmann, ndo starboy wa huko.
It's a game that you probably want to forget very, very quickly.
Griezmann anakuanga wa Spain.
In a match of this magnitude,
Griezmann anakuanga wa Spain.
almost unforgivable.
France. Griezmann wa Spain, ni wa France.
Comes in and couldn't stop the Bosman from going.
See, like this way, or change goalkeeper. Don't do him change.
As we were analyzing these goals as they came through, those errors that I think are
Ni mbaya. Wewe Tottenham walitoa goalkeeper 15.
Unajua wako wapi?
Steps in his right foot, misses it with his left. So
He Athletic.
Sean mentioned, they have becomes quite unforgivable, unfortunately. So we don't wish him for the best. Now Spurs have managed to.
Manze alafu iende relegation. Na wali invest league, your Premier League, man. So that is not good, man.
it's all about damage control and
Chote Mungu akumbuke.
Kama zinatokea ndo zinanimaliza Tottenham next season after being relegated. Hizo matimu ndogo ndogo zikikuja stadium yao
Watu wasaidia. Pia kwa sasa hizo timu ziko namba lax zimeachana na points 2 moja hivyo.
na Wolves ni inamaliza watu.
Wolves huwa inaponea kidogo tu lakini saa hii lazima tuielewe. Wolves wanaponeanga kidogo. Brenda, every time.
If you're gonna make a mistake,
But this time,
everybody will be looking.
they gotta go.
and we haven't seen any goal yet in the Newcastle Barcelona. That should interest you, I
This time, Wolves
Yeah, I mean, look,
gotta
we had a
go.
couple of chances. Newcastle and Milan probably with the best opportunity. As we watch the sort of replay, but slipped in and did well to sort of find the space for himself. But just couldn't. Well, it was a fantastic save,
Maybe.
as it were. But general still looks a good game. Newcastle started very, very sort of on the front foot, very tired, a lot of energy, which is exactly what we would expect.
Right, so that's time for another break. A return, of course, some point we'll see Nicholas Jackson, who is in the mix and now for this.
Unaongea na mimi kweli?
He'll be looking for his own goal.
Bet, share, win. Football starts now at yellowbet.com.
Wow.
Welcome to BetGreat, home to sports betting, casino, and aviator. But before you go big, the smart play is know your limits. At BetGreat, we keep things in check with tools to help you
BetGreat.
set your deposit and play limits, log in the game, or take a break with a quick account timeout. When you're in control, the game keeps going.
Babe, Tibet is calling.
Yes, your favorite is calling at Polybets.com.
Welcome to the weekend.
This broadcast is proudly brought to you by Runners Bet. Betting in your pocket.
Yes.
The Carabao Cup and the world's best football package. This broadcast is proudly brought to you by Bet Nature.
football. Like my passion. Why are people? This is our game. Our game.
This is Sporty Bet.
Welcome back to the side.
Aya Simba na wapi? Kije Barcelona tulale. Ai.
That's the changes part. Hansi Flick, the head coach of Barcelona, has been out there for a good 3-4 minutes. Surveying the scene. And maybe pretty content at being 0-0 at half-time. Eddie Howe will probably feel his side deserves.
Unaona kama hiyo haina jaji. Kwa sababu Vile tu nimetisha.
All the four white men on the pitch, the two left-footed players from Barca. Yep, really.
Bye bye, bye bye.
I'm sure that will improve.
Sandro Tonali it is to get the second half going.
Yes.
Ramsdale Sooner and Barnes. From Joe Nelson. Now here goes Barnes. To stretch that Barcelona defence of Newcastle have tried to do all night. Quite banal, but it's away now. Araujo managed that. A sprint for Chow, but he's got that. Rafinha kept on sprinting to take possession from Trippier. Trippier kept at him though. And that's gone out of play. It's a Newcastle throw. Kieran Trippier back on the field just before half-time. It looks as though he's pulled his groin, but clearly it was just a momentary tweak.
Yeah. Yep. Relief, I should imagine, for
Wow, maliza hii kitu.
the last thing we'll do in this period. of
Maliza.
the season. All of a sudden,
Ama upige hivi. Nataka kuosha hiyo glass. Elanga amka. Hawajafanya nini substitution. Walete Gordon. Sasa mimi ndo nimemkubagia kweli.
It's of course a two-leg tie, so you think about next week and
Sabiet.
start to wonder what would be a
Wait,
good
wait.
result for Newcastle tonight. I know, Andy, that Pep Guardiola, for one, doesn't believe there's such a thing as a good first-leg result. It's just what will be will be.
Yeah.
Chukua hapo.
Well, he's seen so many different sides of the coin, Pep, with the teams that he's had and managed in this competition.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Anthony Gordon looks pretty well to me. And I'm having a joke with Joe Willis, so maybe he will be good for 20-30 minutes as Eddie Howe was hoping for.
He's had a little bit of difficulty with the home fans, hasn't he, Anthony Gordon? So it'll be interesting the reception he gets as he comes on. Hopefully it's a strong one.
Trippier. This being Elanga to checks. Tied up by Jansen Selo to find Tran Garcia. In some way for Newcastle in the Champions League this season, Gordon, as the foul goes against
Tumpe kadi.
Araujo,
Ni Barcelona.
who, as you can see, can't believe it.
Jamaa huyo ref pia. Huyo ref hajui tuko England.
Big weekend.
Acha ufala
Put
bwana.
both arms round him. He was a little bit stronger there, to be honest, than Lewis Hall, but
Huyo jamaa
he's
anadharau
got his arms
Newcastle.
wrapped around his chest, around his waist. As soon as Hall goes down, he's always going to get that free kick.
Newcastle were here on the 18th of September. It was goalless at half-time. Marcus Rashford gave Barcelona the lead in the 13th minute of the second half. Another one followed less than 10 minutes later. It's Ramsdale. Couldn't find a black and white shirt in the Barca box. Trippier gets it back up there. Bit of a hash from Bernal.
Shit.
Jolinton.
Hapo.
Ilanga can't get it properly around the corner. Pedri. Went over the line with it. Quickly thrown in by Trippier to Ilanga. Ilanga kept it in and was forced off the field by Bernal. Free kick.
Unnecessary free kicks can see them up and up. But he dived in there and
Tumpea
shot
kadi.
Anthony Elanga to the floor.
Ibaraka kwa anaangusha Elanga, hawataki
Really
kuangalia.
didn't need to. No doubt that Anthony Elanga worries that when he gets the ball at his feet and starts travelling with it. He's been a problem for João Cancelo, and I would imagine at half time the word was get closer to him quicker. Bernal there has done that, but has conceded a free kick in a good area.
Wanabeba tu back.
Trippier's taking charge of it. Newcastle skipper's 44th game in the Champions League. That took a deflection. It's come out to Ilanga.
Lango unafanya nini?
It looked as though he had to try and hit it first time. But
Langa analala class.
Yeah, just keep it alive. Just put it back in the box.
Hello.
Put it up
It's
in the
ahead
air.
of himself.
And let those giant Newcastle defenders attack it.
Anafikiria bao na akili.
Cancelo. Beautifully collected by Lewandowski. Rafinha. Nobody further forward than he is. Handily given away, but Trippier nearly caught out. Newcastle throwing. No surprise in that statistic, although maybe we would have expected it to be more in Barcelona's favour.
Yeah, I think for the fact that they have shaded possession, I think Hansi could be disappointed what they've offered, what they've served up in the final third. He's hardly had a kick really once or twice. It's just the ball's been laid into him, and he's, like he did a couple of moments ago, just dropped it off nicely, but he's not had a chance to get the ball out of his feet and try and work out Ramsdale at all yet.
Bayern has only been outscored in the Champions League by 2. The two being Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. Sula, Néstor Garcia played away quicker than he wanted to. Lewandowski. Won by Jolinton. Tonali. Got his ankle dropped there, straight between Bird and Hall.
Yeah, a little more time perhaps than he was aware of there. Tonali, just a slightly careless ball. That's because it was a straight one knocked at him, and he wasn't quite sure if he was closely marked or not. Just rushed that pass a bit.
Bernal. Newcastle's throw. Obvious for Lewis Hall. Osuna.
Oh yeah.
Challenges, doesn't get the whistle in his favour. Pedri. He draws challenges too. And it's Danny Lopez. Martin. Ball cut out by Tonali. Ball. Nobody going after that. Cancelo. It's a risky ball from Martin. Linton just beaten to it. Byrne will have to be mistake-free here, and he is. Ramsdale's given that far too much.
Has, yeah. Blasted that one forward. What we've seen there last 5 minutes, look, a lot of this now, Barca drawing Newcastle onto them. I think they feel the best way they can get Lamine involved is by inviting a press and playing through it and then finding it.
Cancelo had done his homework there. He's let down by a poor touch which allowed Trippier back. He left him behind at one point. Ramsey, Trippier. Boot was raised pretty high in the challenge against him. The referee thought about stopping the game, let Newcastle get on with it, but no advantage ever likely to go their way. Now Ramsdale has to be quick, and he gets there just before Lamine Yamal. Now Asula trying to get the ball down and under control, and it was almost bobbling in front of him.
Great run, like the run from Willisula. Lovely pass from Lewis Hall. Salutes Aaron Ramsdale for initiating that move. Look at the run across the front of the first centre half, and then in behind Kubasi. Great ball, perfectly timed. It just bobbled and didn't sit for him, did it? Just here it's off his shin, or never really got it under control, and now the ankle's too tight.
Now you must have played with strikers similar. I know he's still young and developing, but I always get the feeling that he's never quite in full control of it. It's raw, it's exciting, you don't know what's coming next, and nor does he.
Yeah, very true. Just fighting with the ball a little bit this evening, Willisula.
It's even in the way he runs.
But, you know, again, just that movement when he drifts across the front of a centre-half, darts in behind the other one, and then he just needs that pass slotted through, and it was perfectly executed there.
And what a goal he scored last midweek in the Premier League.
Yeah.
And that is one of the moments of the St James's Park season, unless they can come up with a winning goal or two against Barcelona tonight to beat it.
Apuilanga! Nice! Bao! Move Manchester hii.
He could have almost had a shot there. Juan Garcia has stepped right up his line. Anthony Elanga just maybe made out to cross it and let it, and not actually done so. He would have seen a gaping hole at the near post. It was a great run from him, but again, that final ball, the quality of it, the timing of it, it's got to improve.
Promising signs for Newcastle United 12 minutes into the second half. Pedri having a scrap to keep it away from Tonali, who can only
Nice Tonali. Amechukua ball, ref. Mbona anabeba aka team?
Here's that run again. Drakes. It's a really clever bit of play. Look, now play it now. Now. He has that extra touch, and the door closes. The window of opportunity is no longer there.
Barnes.
Hapo.
Osula.
Usula ana fight tu na mpira hata kule kitu anafanya.
Martin in front of him. Needs the support of Hall. And Garcia safely fields the effort of Harvey Barnes.
Barnes hafanyi. So pige sub.
Pige sub yo.
When Barcelona
Pige sub.
defend on the edge of their own box, they look better for it. It's when they're up towards the halfway line that's when you feel at any given moment, one of those Newcastle front three can get in.
Tonight. Ball for that one for
Apo.
Ilanga, which Open Sailors now
Mpe.
the Ramsey. Here's Ilanga. How about the delivery this time?
Langa bwana.
Delivery gani hizo?
Uko chini aje.
Oh, brilliant bit of work by Femi Lopez.
There will be three.
Barcelona itapata tu kama mmoja wa gonga.
Kupea man.
Lamine Yamal on the other side. There is Lamine. There's Firmin again, and it's all a bit too elaborate from Barcelona.
That's what I missed that.
Enda Yamal akana mbio, enda tu. Apo.
He's gone for the early ball, it evaded.
Elanga.
Elanga gets there. Who did it come off?
I mean, we've still got 30 plus minutes to go here, Graham. This last 15 minutes, you know, are going to be
Bom, piga team tulala.
gaps and opportunities all over the place, honestly. Great run, Lewis Hall. Early ball, Sula wasn't really expecting.
Tunasumbwana hapa ya Barcelona.
João Cancelo just doing enough.
Newcastle United corner.
Don't think Dan Burn's got on anything yet.
Sasa masaa kama hii.
Trying to drag
Sasa ndio sana masaa kama hii.
under the near post.
Yes,
so they can go elsewhere with it, but
Masaa kama hii.
so far, Newcastle's biggest threat hasn't really featured.
If you're having a look, he sees where Burn is. Where's Chow? Where's Joelinton?
Go.
Looking at the back for Malik Chow, and it was the header from Gerard Martin that solved the problem for Barcelona. Pedri, dispossessed by Chow, but it's come back off the Newcastle defender for a goal kick.
That's what they're doing, guy. They're actually avoiding.
Pedri sasa tuko ni agent wangu.
When they get elsewhere, Newcastle Trippier
Hata amefika 24.
28.
was well defended by Gerard Martin.
Hey Siri.
Anthony Gordon.
Siri pia amelala kichwa yake.
Preparations to come on.
Ndio huyu walete Gordon bwana. Ha. Hizi mabao angekuwa ashafunga kamoja.
Mingi. Wanapaa kunge tatu.
Mimi angekuwa ashafunga men.
Kampuduko sasa ndo watabebwa hata.
Imagine amekuwa hii game akiwa amejifunika nisha kama Osman.
Sasa unaacha Mal peke yake.
Wewe atafungia hapo.
Yuko ng'ombe na bebo wangu huko Spain. Unaona kitu anafanya?
Lamine again, teaser.
Anabeba kwa home.
Ramsdale struggling onto the roof of Burns' head. Thought the keeper was just going to pop up and catch that. He didn't.
That was awkward for him, actually, wasn't it?
Hata Gordon atufungie kabao.
It's right under the crossbar, this. In the end, Lewandowski always jumping early, and Aaron Ramsdale just about gets something on that.
Sasa wanafanya
Put
nini?
his glove on it as he was on his way.
Mama na baba ni yeah, ni support.
Atasema?
Support. Sasa tu bwana.
Headed down, wide from Araujo. No Newcastle.
Wanaona wanashai.
Rose leta delivery hii Elanga.
Anachoma. Ui.
Yamala mo.
Pedri. Wako chini melo. Barcelona pia. Mwenye wanafuata wenye sijui wanaiga akina nani juu. Tanisha. Wewe hujaona wewe, ngoja uende ikiisha mejaya baya. Maajabu. Sasa jibambe. Ilikuwa take 4. Take 1 ya kupractice. Take 2. Kimbia bwana. Kimbia bwana hiyo ball.
It express love that I'm hard to see. Wanasema jamii tana awarekodi.
Mwingine. Vidaisha nikicheck. Siango ya kwa Ngongongo mama ya kwa bebo. Piga ball huko mbele. Ngongongo ya kwa piga ball mbele. Dakika 64. So always walete sub. 64 minutes. Huku chini. Elanga. Pia Elanga wewe. Fungi hapo. Pia Elanga. Pia Elanga. Jolita. Si bana wafikiri. Tunasupport hadi watu wenye wafikiri. Newcastle bwana. Wewe karibu ingie ndani.
I think we're going to see more of these. Good run from Rafinha. In behind Trippier. Perfect first touch. Let it do to try and pep that up and make some changes.
Gordon will again play through the centre of attack. It was one of the first times we'd seen Newcastle do that.
Wameingiza nani?
Played them in September.
Atletico 5. Where?
At the time it was quite a surprise. No surprise to see him.
Atletico amepata card for the first time.
A proper hack from Joao Cancelo.
Karibu nisahau Cancelo kilienda Barcelona. Alikuwa amekosa place nyingine.
Joao Cancelo, he wanted to really go full tilt at the substitute. First touch was a good one. Stepped inside and he felt he had to make that challenge. So
unapiga wapi? Hawa watu wa Newcastle. 5-1. Watu wanauawa. Hawa watu wa Newcastle ni kama wataki kuwin. Unapiga huko unapigia wapi? Na neka nguvu yote na hiyo ma left zake. Kongoka.
Hapa tumani inaweza piga back.
Ui.
Msiala.
Where? Oh my goodness. Atalanta. Si game to ish Atalanta yo. Where? No go home. Atalanta home. Tote this time wana la.
Figure 6.
Unidhani wako na timu ndogo Atalanta. Hutu vijana hapa umetoa nani Olmo, ndio maana naongea. Kiki nakaa tu kuja kufunga. Rashford. Newcastle.
Ya yuko. Chukua ball hivyo.
Kaji sasa yao. Huyu mtoto huyu bwana. Wewe atoke bwana. Tote hii season haikuwa yao. Kitu mimi nawahurumia tu men, sitaki waende relegation. Waponea hata kama watakaa tu hapo.
Hawaende.
Wewe unataka waende kwa nini?
Timu ya Saimu mwambie aende relegation.
they're not going to mess
But brother,
about.
how to get them? Who cares?
Make the change. Marcelo is
Hii kimeshaumia.
Kwambia yeye
right.
Ameumia aje, alikuwa tu peke yake.
Just planted that right leg.
Hao wazungu wanakuanga weak. Wazungu
Just as he's been given a job of playing a little
wanga weak sana juu. Sasa kama sasa huyu ameumia aje sasa? Unakimbia tu mguu na. Bwana wewe. Chukua hivyo. Hivyo bwana, tuendelee. Inuinua mikono hapa. Chukua hivyo. Hivyo bwana, tuendelee. Inuinua mikono hapa na inulia nani?
hapo. Nice.
Kimbia! Nikidai Gordon. Tukimbia Gordon. Hapo. Pole pole tu. Pole pole. Ai! Ega! Nini? Offside aje mashenzi bwana. Off aje hao wanabebwa. Wanawabeba bwana, off aje. Nani alikuwa off?
Off aje.
Si Gordon alikimbia. Off gani? Pia kubeba hivi. Off aje. Jamani alikimbia. Kama wana mbio si wakae. Ni venye alikimbia kwa washinda mbio. Hayuko off.
Off aje.
Off gani? So umeangalia hii.
Silipiga chumi karudi.
Si unashangaa? Hii kubeba Barcelona kwa hiyo ni bao. Ningekuwa na Barcelona wanga angalia.
Timu ya nikera hii.
Timu ya ufala.
Joe Linton, who started life when he joined Newcastle as a striker, well, the instinct takes over, doesn't it? He's got to put that in.
Barcelona wabebwa. Hey.
Great work by Barnes. Just looked as though Newcastle were being a little too intricate. I think maybe Jacob Murphy's earlier miss was
Hii ni bao wananyima hapa ni Newcastle. So offside ufala hiyo. Barcelona.
Barnes when the chance was there for him to have a shot.
It was. But it was a fraction again. He was almost too Harvey Barnes. If not fraction behind him, which meant he had to take a touch and try and wrap his foot around it.
Still goalless. 15 minutes of the first leg to go, and then a whole new hour and a half plus in Barcelona in 8 nights' time. How Newcastle would crave any sort of lead to take with them.
Barcelona.
How long was it?
Hawezi pea Newcastle pena. Barcelona.
Tonali delivers.
Hata simfunge kamoja. Newcastle. Hiyo kuuza yote.
Tonali, a little bit more space for him now.
Ai! Fikiriani bwana hii team.
Another corner, Ramsey's.
Istime.
Mne wapi?
Exactly right.
Istime.
Mne wapi?
Exactly right.
Nampata hiyo.
Nani amepata?
Got into some good situations.
Amepata yellow. Si dakika ya 8.
Executed that
Hii game inataka kuisha tu aje hivyo draw.
It's a lovely ball from Martin.
Draw.
It's a lovely ball from Martin. That's not towards Rashford. Rashford is too much height and distance.
Rash-
Games it gets underway at. What would it be? Games it gets underway at. What would it be? 6:45 Central European time. So a couple of hours earlier.
Yeah. All those stats, there's nothing to separate these two teams at all.
Rashford. Araujo. Fermin Lopez.
Newcastle kamoja tulale. Ha. Newcastle.
Lamine Yamal. Promising this for
Beba
Barcelona.
huyu jamaa.
Played out to Rashford. Against Manchester City, but it wasn't enough to get Newcastle the win.
Ugo lao pia ni kama ni wa academy. Eh?
That goal tonight might just have got the win against Pep Guardiola was real.
Amemtoa.
Na Ameuza hata.
Manzi leo wameuza. Hawa watu wa Newcastle pia. Sasa ingekuwa tunacheza kama Bayern. Mnauza sana kwa hii timu ya kubebwa tu. Unaongeza +4 iko sawa.
Ongeza hata 10 tufunge bao 3.
Wameuza sana hii. Watabebwa alafu wapige 3 home kwao. Yo Camp Nou. Ongeza ingine. Piga ingine. Game ingesha bao mingi wase. Rudisha. Una wewe unapiga tu kazi
sasa na haraka.
Man.
Chukua Rashford is shit. Hivyo abaki kwa Barcelona jaribu kurudi baya. Niko nataka aingie auze. Unaona chance.
Tell them to calm down. Yeah, calm down, man.
There's a future head coach of somebody. You can just see it.
Yeah. Barca got to make sure here they don't concede.
Yani game ingesha bao mingi.
Because they'll still feel very confident, I think, back at the Camp Nou.
Sasa watasema uko home watarecover na wapige.
If that becomes 2 because they lose concentration here, then it's a completely different job.
Tonali with a very deliberate, steady build. Not down, Rashford will get rid of it. If they don't score in the couple of minutes that are left.
Angusha huyu jamaa. Alitoka Premier League alikienda wapi?
That Barcelona haven't netted. The other one was on UK soil at Chelsea in November.
Newcastle kufikiria ni shida.
Ndio hata Chelsea ilipiga hii Barcelona.
Barcelona wako wanapiga timu tudogo bao mingi. Wanapiga timu 7-6. Nutu tudimwanda hatuna majina.
Gordon waiting in the middle. Will keeps on going.
Wewe si wamemwangusha. Hivyo. Wewe unataka kutoa tu nje. Afikiria ana stability. Uniamini? Rafinha. Rafinha leo
wamefulinto Brazilian.
Endo press hivyo. Mwangushe hivyo.
Haya benisikia. Ngombe ya
kera sana ukijana ulamini ya mali anajangusha hapa amka bwana. Good boy. Alijifunga. Hapa tunapata mafans tu wa Man U kwa hii game. Hiyo ni mbaya na piga Rashford.
Kuna amecheza shio.
Ivo! Good boy, tuendelee.
Hapo.
Ni Gordon.
Tumia akili.
Pe hapa chini. Kimbia.
Ndio langa ngoja shapita. Langa hapo ni mpira.
Wewe angusha huyu jamaa sasa.
Anapanguza. Moja kwa moja.
Toa! Pena gani? Oh shit. Lakini ameangushwa kweli.
Watabebwa. Hii kasi pena kuna kitu anaweza fanya.
Seconds after the 4 minutes are up.
Wamesema ni pena? No, please.
When Anthony Gordon had the ball on the center circle, he tried to find Tonali. Go wide, go into an area.
Shit.
Let me.
Kuna nani?
He knows straight away. He's all over.
Lakini pia alikuwa ni pena tu anatafuta.
Hakuna kitu kingine.
Alafu apela mimi.
Ilikuwa ni mtu mwingine, si yeye atapewa.
What did it for Barcelona?
Alafu auze. Wampe atauza.
That's never going to be overturned.
Unafightia timu hivyo, pole boy, pole.
Wanaweza shika.